Welcome back to the Art Studio, guys. I'm sitting here today with Jesse, my fellow artist and glass fuser, and we're going to talk a little bit about where the Art Studio began, where we are today, and where we're going.
Hello, y'all. This is the Art Studio, and this is the Art Studio team, and we want to play. Come join us. Come on.
So, Jesse, just sort of tell me, how did you even meet Sheila Cook, our owner, and sort of get involved with the Art Studio for the first time?
Well, I actually met Miss Sheila probably about 10 years ago when I was working at a design firm, and she was having a house built. So I actually worked with her on building her house, and we became friends, and we joined the same Bible study, and that is how we became family. And when she was interested in starting the Art Studio, she called me up and said, "Hey, I've got this great idea in this beautiful building, we gotta come see it." So I did, and I immediately was like, what wonderful ideas of design, because that's where my world was at the
designer
time.
in you.
Yep, exactly. So I immediately came over and walked through this building, and it was nowhere near what it is now, but it had such great potential, and I was very excited, and we talked, and we had great ideas about what the place would look like and how it would feel. And then she got started, and she came to me and said, "I want to do this with you. Can you come do this with me?" And I said, yes, absolutely. This would be a wonderful transition point for me, and it was a great opportunity to spend more time with my family and still get to do what I love, which is art. I'm just passionate about teaching people new things about art, and just opening their eyes to all the ways that they can create things they don't have to be what everybody else thinks that art should be. It's just whatever expression comes from them. So this has been it's a great place to come and get to do that, and I love that I get to help people do that every day. It's wonderful.
It really seems like it was kind of the perfect merger of some of your artistic design talents and then your passions with working with people and teaching and kind of sharing what you know and seeing that kind of move on and grow and evolve on its own sort of thing.
It is. It's been wonderful. And the journey has been, we're only 4 years in now. And what's been really cool is just to see, we have a lot of folks that come back and getting to see their lives transition, but we've also had children that we've had from the beginning, and just watching them become like young adults and
artists. Yeah.
It's amazing. It's such a cool, it's such a great place to be and get to share with people. I've always been like a jack of all trades, master of none. Like I love art, and I'm willing to just boldly try it. I'm not afraid to try or to fail. So it's kind of evolved into that. For being in this room, Sheila needed someone in art and in glass, and she said, "Well, can you do it?" I'm like, "Okay,
I can do
absolutely.
anything."
Why not? Of course I can. Let's just try it." And so she taught me. I went to a class, and it just really just hands-on and going, and it's a wonderful area of expression, and I love it. I love to teach people it and to show them and to see their confidence when they make their first break and it worked, and just getting to create these pieces of art that they would just, it's amazing. I can't believe I did this.
I think the Glass Fusion Room is really fun to work with guests because you'll see somebody have that aha moment, or you've been taught your whole life not to break glass, and then here we say, no, go ahead and break it up and change the shape and stuff like that. And I think it's so neat, like you said, when somebody gets glass to break the way they want it for the first time is such a cool experience, and it's an experience that you probably haven't had anywhere else, but you can just walk on into the Glass Fusion Room and kind of start going with your instruction, or any of our other artists, myself, some of our other friends here too, so that's so neat.
What made you transition into Glass Fusion?
Well, really the opportunity of the Art Studio is what gave me the chance. I've always been interested in glass. I mean, I think a lot of people are. It's shiny, it's useful, it's really limitless too when you learn that you can change the glass and kind of reform it into something new.
Right.
I've always liked to take materials and turn them into something useful, something beautiful. And then from that glass blowing background, where I've never really touched my my artistic medium of choice, the molten glass, 3,000 degrees. Yeah. I mean, I've touched it a few times.
That's painful.
But you don't really want to. And here, you touch every single piece. You get to put them on and then take them off and make your decisions in the moment rather than planning beforehand and just kind of holding on for the ride, which I liken more to glass blowing. Once things are molten and moving, it's time to do that next step. If you wait too long, it's going to be on the floor. And I'm really excited to give guests that sort of different experience here at the art studio here in a few weeks when we open up our glass blowing studio upstairs. But that's really what I found so interesting with glass fusion is that combination of ideas and theories that held over from glass blowing and then some totally new ones that really kind of put me out in left field and said, well, you could do this, this, and this, but now you've got all of these other opportunities as well.
The thing we love about the art studio is it's open. We're open to everyone, to the little babies doing their footprints and their handprints, to grandparents painting with their kids, to the four-legged family members that come in. We have always got a dog treat bowl and water dish whenever they come visit too. And I think that's the biggest thing here is that this is a family place and we are a family and we are welcoming people into
and a friendly family. We're pet friendly, we're human friendly.
That's true.
I agree. I love the positive energy at the art studio. I think the creative vibe really helps people get rolling with these projects, and it's really fun to be able to see people creating these things and be able to give them just that little bit of encouragement that they might need to kind of reach out into this new technique or try something they feel a little bit worried about. Exactly. And I think especially glass fusion, painting, pottery, a lot of the mediums we work in are so rewarding for people. You work on something and we put it in a kiln and it disappears for a whole night. Things happen, things change, colors change, things move. And you come back and the art has kind of had a mind of its own, and then it also comes out shiny, which I've mentioned before is one of my favorite things. It just looks great when you come pick up a project here. And I love seeing people's reaction when they've worked very hard on a project. They've put a lot of time into it, and then they come back for that kind of aha moment. And they see it and they're like, whoa, how did I make that? And it's like, you did it all. I was just here making sure you didn't make a mistake or get a little scratch or something like that. And I think that's one of my favorite parts is when guests come back and get to see that, and they come on back into the art studio and the environment here, but they're on the other end. They've now created art, and they are artists now.
It's a memory. We've created a memory.
I have learned so much just talking to you, even today, Jesse, about sort of where the art studio was born and began and has grown into. It's really been a blast learning about our history and our past here, and we're so excited to move into the future with all of our guests out there coming into the art studio, getting to experience everything we have to offer you. So we really just ask everybody to just walk in, call in, check our website, see what interests you. Even if you might think it's out of your skill level, we can help you create whatever you can imagine.